Apple just made breaking your iPhone even more expensive. But this isn't just about AppleCare Plus. It's about the future of tech ownership. An AppleCare Plus plan for iPhone 16 Pro costs $13.99 per month, while the previously available 2-year upfront plan was $269. AppleCare agents have been instructed to tell customers that the change is designed to lower upfront costs and prevent future gaps in coverage. And while it's true that the annual option might get you a slight discount, you're going to pay more if you want a monthly AppleCare Plus subscription. Today's video is brought to you by Brain.fm. It's focused music, it sounds great, it's science-backed, it really works. You can check it out for free using the link down below. So what's the net result here? If you're the kind of person who was living on the edge and AppleCare Plus basically was your iPhone case, then it's going to cost you slightly more every month. Now, it may only be like 50 cents or whatever it actually is, but times millions of customers, this actually adds up to quite a bit of revenue for Apple, who seems to be maximizing subscription revenue, even with the new Apple Invites app, which we just talked about yesterday. I mean, they're charging for everything these days. But it's not really just about Apple tweaking a service. It is a move towards a world where tech products aren't just bought, but they're kind of rented. Software went subscription first years ago, and I think in the future, we'll see not just hardware protection, but maybe even hardware completely follow suit. The Verge ends their coverage by saying that Apple's been increasingly focused on its services and subscriptions business in the past few years. In the last quarter, Apple reported that its services revenue reached an all-time high. Well, yeah, because Apple customers are getting wrung out. Their wallets are just getting squeezed for every little bit of money that Apple can pop out of them. I used to like the model where you bought an Apple and you got free software, things like GarageBand, things like Pages. It just came and it was awesome. And now we're living in an era where Apple's more focused on services, it feels like, and getting more money from those services than necessarily producing the next big, huge hit device. Obviously, Apple brought out the Apple Vision Pro, but also obviously it's not resonating with consumers yet. Maybe it's a long-term play and it's going to play out and it's going to be awesome. But in the meantime, current Apple products are going to continue squeezing more and more and more from Apple customers' wallets. I have seen people who are saying, you know, Apple's just adapting to modern spending habits, they're ensuring predictable costs for users. But a lot of people are just saying, hey, this is a pure profit-driven strategy. It's removing ownership. It's locking customers into endless payments. I mean, the long and the short of it is, if you want this insurance for your iPhone, you're gonna end up paying more if you don't want to pay annually. And even if you do pay annually, there's this notion that when are you done paying? You have this expensive device, it already costs you $1,000 or whatever it costs, and you're still paying extra. It's like extra for this, extra for iCloud, extra for X, Y, or Z service. It really adds up. It's not just this one-time price hike. What if in another 2 or 3 years, Apple still needs to squeeze more and more and more out of its existing services, and all of those existing services just kind of keep hiking up 50 cents over here, and pretty soon you're paying like 5 or 10 extra a month that you weren't even planning on, kind of like the frog boiling in the pot. It's kind of like when you buy a house, you still have property taxes. It's like there's some kind of built-in tax that even if you own something, it's going to keep getting you. And I feel like the Apple ecosystem is sort of turning into more and more property taxes in a way. Take it from someone who knows, tech is changing fast. And AI is not just another tool, it's reshaping everything. The real question is, will you adapt or will you get left behind? My course, My AI Edge, is the course that gives you the strategy you need to stay ahead no matter where AI takes us next. Don't just watch the future, own your place in it. Check it out now at thegreatonboarding.com.